Hey, today we're going to start talking about our data analysis, and we're going to focus on mean, median, mode, and range. So our objectives are that we can solve problems using data represented in bar graphs, circle graphs, dot plots, and box plots, and summarize the data with written mathematical language. We will also be able to interpret and compare dot and box plots by describing their shapes, centers, spreads, and summarize the data with written mathematical language. So let's talk about what these four things are. So the mean is like the average value. So we find the mean by adding up all the numbers, and then we divide by how many values there are. Okay, so if our numbers were 3, 2, 10, and 5, we would add them together to get 20. And since there's four numbers, we divide by 4 to get the mean or average to be 5. The median is the middle number. Okay, to find the median, we have to put the numbers in order from smallest to largest, and then the number in the middle is the median. If there's two middle numbers, we're going to find the average of them. We'll add them together and divide by 2. Mode is the most frequent number, the number we see the most. Okay, so there are some times where there could be no mode if all the numbers occur the same amount of times. And there can be more than one mode if there's more than one number that is most frequent. And our last one, range, is the difference between the highest and the lowest numbers. Okay, so we find the range by putting the numbers from smallest to largest, and then we subtract the smallest from the largest. Okay, so now we'll get into some examples and talk a little bit more about each one. All right, so mean. Remember, mean is our average. Okay, so we have to add up all the numbers and then divide by how many there are. So for this example, we have the points that were scored per basketball game. So in game 1, they had 12, game 2, 8, game 3, 15, game 4, 18, and game 5, 9. We want to find the mean number of points scored per game. So what was his average? So first we need to add the values together. So 12 plus 8 plus 15 plus 18 plus 9. And so we have 10, 15, 23, 32, 3, 4, 5. So 62 points total. Okay, since we added 5 numbers and there was 5 games, we're going to do 62 divided by 5. Okay, so 62 divided by 5. Okay, so we get 12. Bring down our decimal. So the average score, or the mean points per game, would be 12.4 points per game. And that's how we find the mean. Okay, next talking about the median. Okay, the median is the number in the middle. Okay, so we first have to put our numbers in order from smallest to largest. Okay, so if the points scored were 12, 8, 15, 18, and 9, okay, we want to put them in order from least to greatest. So 8, 9, 12, 15, and 18. And now we want to find the number in the middle. So I get rid of the smallest and biggest, next smallest, next biggest, and we're left with one single number in the middle. So the median value was 12. And for our next example, it says the quiz grades for the geometry quiz were 95, 80, 90, 75, 85, and 100. So if we start by putting them in order, so 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. Okay, so now that they're in order, we can get rid of the smallest and biggest, but now we're left with 2 numbers in the middle. Okay, so if there are 2 numbers in the middle, we add them together and divide by 2. So 85 plus 90, 175 divided by 2, is going to get us 87.5. So 87.5 would be the median of the quiz scores. All right, now talking about mode. Mode is the most frequent number. We're looking for what number appears most often. Okay, so I always like to start by just writing my numbers in order. Okay, so I have 11, I have another 11, we have 12, 12, another 12, another 12, another 12, and then 13, 13, and 13. Okay, so we see that there's two 11s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 12s and 3 13s. So the number that appears the most is 12. Most of the kids in third period are 12, and that's how we find the mode. For range, it's the difference between the highest and lowest numbers. So we want to put them in order from largest to smallest. So we had 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. Okay, and then we're going to subtract the lowest value from the largest. So the smallest number is 75, the largest is 100, so the range is 100 minus 75. Okay, so there's a range of 25 numbers, and that's how we find the range. All right, so if you head back to Schoology, you'll click on the Wizer.Me link. There's a little video for you to watch over mean, median, mode, and range, and then a practice for you to complete. Have a good day.